Hello, friends. Welcome to Tabletop tonight. My name's Ruel Gaviola. This is my wife, Michelle.
Hello.
Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for joining us tonight. And if you were here last night, thank you so much for that. It was a tough stream for us to do, obviously, as we continue to grieve over Bruno. But with y'all in here last night helping us out, just get through it. It was really nice to see the support that we
Oh yeah.
got, and we're
Yeah.
grateful again. Foglight's in the house. James is in the house. Pen is in the house. Hello, 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 friends. Good to see y'all. Today we're putting on our teacher hats. We are going to be playing Empower Empathy. This is a game now on Kickstarter, and I'm going to drop the link right there. Please check it out. This is a game created by an educational psychologist, I believe, and her team. They've created this game, put it on Kickstarter, launched today, and it's more about the learning about emotional awareness
Mhm.
and it says here on the box right here, developing empathy and of emotional awareness. This is a different type of game that we've ever covered here before on the channel. So I'm really excited to show it to y'all. We're excited to share with you. And we're going to ask you to play along with us because a lot of this game, as you'll see, it's about asking questions and answering them and reflecting on those answers. It is geared towards younger gamers, but we're going to play it through and give y'all a really good taste run through of it. And those of you who have children or who know friends that have children, I think this is a very powerful tool to use in developing those skills. Um, you saw here on the on I just dropped here in chat our Discord channel. Please sign up for it by using that link right there, and we'll continue conversations about games, food, our fur babies, and so forth. There, we'd be happy to have you there. And hi, Zen Banana. It's like, thank you for resubscribing with Prime. Folks, if you have a Prime Amazon account, you get one free sub per month. We'd appreciate it if you use it here. That'd be great. So thanks, Zen Banana Slug. Um, this is actually my second time streaming today. I streamed with Rahdo today, and I always have a good time talking to him because, as I've said before, and we were actually talking about this earlier, that guy is just a wealth of board game knowledge.
Yeah, he knows so much.
It's crazy. His power of recollection is excellent too. Like, oh, when we don't go on, when we're off the air, I'll say something. He's like, oh, that reminds me of this game from like 20 years ago that he's played like once. I'm like, how do you? Just he's a genius. So you can check that out on the Rahdo Runs Through channel, Twitch channel. The VOD's on right now, and you can also watch it on YouTube tomorrow. Where actually Rahdo, what we do is on Twitch we do a 2-hour stream, and we bookend it with some chat with everyone in Twitch. But then the middle portion, the big chunk of the show, is like a YouTube show where we don't interact as much with the audience. We'll just go through our top 10 list. It's a really neat way that he's doing these things, and I think it's really creative the way he's done it. I may start doing some of it here. We may have to steal some of that on our channel. But anyways, how's your day today, babe? I mean, I know you had a longer day, I think, right?
It seemed longer.
Oh, it seemed longer.
I
Okay.
think it was the same amount of time, but it was just dragging today. Um, but I don't know. I think that made me even more tired. I had to take a power nap when I came home.
Yeah, I powered nap too.
I set my alarm for 30 minutes, and then when the alarm went off, I didn't even know where I was. I was so tired.
That's a good sleep. Hey, as we do, let's talk about stream snacks, folks. We actually had Chinese food for dinner. But as far as snacks going on, I've got these lemon heads left over from Halloween, and you've got a special snack today too.
I have blueberries because Bruno loved blueberries.
Yeah, Bruno's favorite like human snack was blueberries, so we've been
And
eating a lot of blueberries this last week.
yeah,
In honor of Bruno, just to remember him.
it makes me feel better.
It does. It really does.
And they're good. I can see why he liked them.
Yes. Zen Vanessa, you're funny with Raw. Thanks, Zen. Appreciate that. Legends in the house. Hi, Legends. And so, hey, CM Detmar, thank you for joining us, Chris. And James says, love the R&R show. We really enjoy doing it. It's fun. I'm glad that, you know, I think we talked about this before. Rahdo and I, we've been trying to work together for a while, and we weren't really sure how to bring me onto the channel. We've got Shay, who does amazing like run throughs, just like Rahdo. He's like Rahdo Jr. basically, and I mean that in the best possible way. He's just fantastic. And you also have Ryan Creighton, who does like the how to play stuff with it's super high quality. So, I was more a live streaming I live streaming person, and he wanted to do something with me, and I'm glad that we found this R&R show. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing it, and like I said, I learned so much just talking to Rahdo. It's great. Deadpan's in the house. Hi, Deadpan with the wave. Thank you.
James likes blueberries too.
All right, a lot of blueberry fans. Hey, Ann9717, thank you for joining us. Sorry for your loss. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we really do appreciate that. It's been a week, but we will as we talked about yesterday, the grieving process continues. It is not linear. It's not like you start bad and then all of a sudden get better in a few days. It's up and down, and we deal with it the way we deal with it, one day at a time. Yep. And it's interesting that we just happen to have this game. This was scheduled a while ago, Empower Empathy, and it's just interesting that a game about talking about feelings and developing emotional awareness. It just happened to be today after we have suffered a loss. So I think it just worked out that way. It's interesting, right? Anything else? Oh, so Stream Snacks, let us know what you're eating and or drinking for snacks. I've got my bottle of water, which I just put some new stickers. I don't know why I'm so excited about this. I've got my Rhino Hero sticker. I don't know this character. Is that part of Rhino Hero or maybe Animal Upon Animal? It's a Haba sticker. And this sticker is from our friend Duchess1105, one of the TLN members. She gave me the sticker when I met her for the first time at Gen Con. So, yeah, it's nice. I didn't even realize until I put it on. It says hug. So, again, perfect for the perfect timing these days. What about y'all? We've got the weekend coming. Well, actually, no. Today's Tuesday, huh? Wow. Yes. I just thought it was Thursday. I was saying we got the weekend coming. Weekend, still a couple days to go.
I saw this meme on I don't know. I think it was Instagram or I don't know. It was one of my teacher sites that I follow. And it said something like, "Today is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk."
That would be my TED Talk for sure. Nice. James says, "Oh, it is the Rhino Hero Super Battle." Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, from the Rhino Hero, the second one, the bigger one.
The big one, yeah.
The ginormous one. There are penguins in that one. Thanks, James. Yeah, I remember. I think we gave our copy of Rhino Hero to our goddaughter, didn't we?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, that and Animal Upon Animal.
Yeah, for sure. Animal Upon Animal. She's a genius. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm biased or anything.
Yeah, what'd she do with the animals again? She didn't actually stack them with each other.
No. She was I don't know, like 1.5. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think she was 2 yet.
Yeah.
So, I just, so I'm like, oh, here are the pieces, just play with them, right? And she started to categorize them by color.
Oh, wow. That's right. So what is that? Is that a sign of like a genius?
Absolutely.
Our goddaughter's a genius. What can I say, folks? As we get ready to play the game here, again, in chat, we're going to ask y'all to participate. We'd appreciate it. We'll be talking about the game along with some questions that are going to come up. It is an educational game for families and to develop emotional awareness, and we will share it with you here right now. Why don't we jump right into it? Whoop! All right. Empower Empathy. Here's the board. Very colorful board, as you can see here. The game mechanisms are very straightforward. We're going to be basically spinning this, and it's either going to be the superheroes or Gooby. Gooby is the villain. We are the superheroes in Anthropolis, I believe is the name of the city here. And what we have to do is a 2-player game, but y'all will play along with us. We have 2 characters. You can play 2 to 5. It's a cooperative game. We need to get all the way around back to the start using the roll and spin with the die, and we have to be able to flip over these red markers here. Now, some of them start gray. They may turn over red if Gooby comes along, and we'll get to that as we play the game. But there are City Watch cards. There are power-ups. By the time we get around here, if we have any power-ups, we can use each power-up to flip over one of these red to turn gray. And if we get them all gray, we win. If not, then Gooby is victorious, and the city is down in the dumps, thanks to Gooby's causing terror and angst and sadness and so forth. So you'll see this.
He's the bad guy.
He is the bad guy. We have an emotions little thing here. All these emotions here, we're going to be talking about, or when you talk about during the game, you can be confused. Actually, let me put this up here. And it's going to be a little see-through because of the green screen camera, but we have bored, we have lonely, we have proud, and so forth, worried. We'll talk about those when they come into gameplay. So again, it's really straightforward. The mechanisms are easy to understand. I mean, you pretty much, I just explained in like less than a minute. But what it's all about is talking about the feelings that we have here. We're gonna develop that emotional awareness, and what you do on your turn, Michelle, I will have you do the spinner first.
Okay.
And if it lands on the heroes, you may move any one hero of your choice, and then roll the die, and that'll give you the number of spaces you will move.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir Bearsworth is here. What it do, baby boo?
Hey, what it do, baby do?
Baby boos.
How does it make you feel when I ask that? It makes me feel really good when I see that. And I actually saw Sir Bearsworth during the R&R show. He said the same thing. It's like, oh yeah, it's always nice when we're doing the R&R show live when I see familiar faces in chat, and I really appreciate that. You know, Sir Bearsworth, James, and so forth. When I see y'all there, it helps me like. You know, because it's live, and, you know, with Rahdo, he's got his style of streaming. It's, you know, very energetic, and, you know, it's easy to get nervous and excitable. But when I see familiar faces like y'all's, it really helps. So thank you for hanging out.
I'm trying to find a thing. Does it make you feel silly?
It does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that is it right there.
Aloha, legends.
Aloha, legends. Yes. All right. So, you know what? Why don't we look at the big picture before we get into the meat of the game? Why don't we look at the big picture here, the objectives of the game. So again, it's not about the mechanisms, folks. It's all about what we're going to be discussing here: empathy development, family engagement, and life skill stimulation. Okay, so it's things like emotional understanding, compassion, etc. Family engagement, cooperation, quality time, role playing, teachable moments, and so forth. And finally, life skill stimulation, socio-emotional awareness, communication, metacognition, problem solving, etc. So again, this is a tool to be used to, learn these things and help teach others, especially younger gamers, about these things. Okay, Michelle, if you can go ahead and take the lead there. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Okay, it has landed on the heroes, so you may choose one hero and roll the die and move that number of spaces.
3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. I only chose that one because I could reach it.
Oh, okay. Oh, we need the little tongs. I forgot to get them. They're in the other room.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So Michelle's landed on a gray. You are safe right now. It says enjoy the cityscape, and it is the next player's turn.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to spin the spinner, and it's back on the heroes. I will roll the die, and 2. So I'm going to move the other character here. 1, 2, and we are safe.
Okay.
Gator Dave, much love to the Gavios. Thank you, Gator Dave. We really appreciate that. Okay,
Ooh.
Gooby is escaping from his sewer. That's where he lives. You will roll the die, and Gooby will go to that number on the board.
3.
Okay.
So here?
Yep. Okay, so if Gooby lands on a red space, it just stays red. Otherwise, if Gooby lands on a gray space, we will turn that red, which we don't want.
Okay.
Okay. Turning the spinner here, and Gooby decides to move 5 spaces, please.
Oh, he doesn't go to space 5?
No, that's just coming out of the sewer. Now he's gonna be walking on the street.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, okay. So that remains red and is the next player's turn.
Okay.
Poor Gooby, Sir Bearsworth.
Oh,
Gooby again.
He's gotten out of hand. Okay, so I roll and Gooby moves that number.
Drift on sea. Hello.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, turns red.
Okay. So when do we get to turn these cards over?
When we go on the numbered space or on the power-up space. Power-ups are the fists. If Gooby lands on power-up, he goes back to the sewer. If we do, then we pull a power-up card and read it.
Okay.
Okay, my turn. And it is the hero. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, sure. Green one.
Okay. So you can move either one?
You can choose either hero, yes.
Okay.
It's a cooperative game.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. So we land on a red card. So what that means is pick a City Watch card, please, the very top one. And we are going to assess the scenario. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's a scenario? Here's the first scenario. Rafa has dozed off during class. Okay. So what you do is in the instructions, what you're going to do, we're going to be talking about the thoughts, feelings, and actions here. What do you think happened here? Has this happened to you before? Why did it happen? Do you think it could have happened differently? Then we talk about feelings. How did it make that person feel? Why did it make him or her feel this way? How do you think you might feel if you were in their shoes? And finally, actions. Do you think this person handled this situation as well as they could? Why? What is an appropriate way to resolve this issue? Next time if it happens to you, how will you handle it? So again, the scenario is Rafa has dozed off during class. So as a teacher, Michelle, I'm sure you've seen this in real life.
Oh my goodness. Yes, when I used to teach in the traditional classroom, I did have well, it's happened a few times, not because of my teaching. There's other factors involved.
Right. And you'll see here. So these are the questions we'll be asking each other. So Michelle, I will ask you, and chat, we'll ask you too. What do you think happened here? Rafa has dozed off during class. You know, there could be a variety of reasons.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, maybe Rafa was up too late the night before, didn't get enough sleep. You never know. Hey, James says maybe he has sleep apnea or narcolepsy. Could be.
I wasn't laughing at that. I was laughing at Gator Dave's.
Gator Dave's comment.
Maybe no. Where is it? Put Rafa's hand in a bowl of warm water.
Watch it play. Hi, Rodney. Thanks for joining us. Watch it play. Apparently, Starla from OFPG has fallen asleep during my tutorial building videos. Oh no. So as you can see, you know, this is the type of thing you're going to ask your child. And they have, you know, this is for teachers or parents. You'll have ways to talk to your child. You can help your child describe the scenarios they see on the city cards. Lead your child to explain the circumstances that might have caused the scenes. Discuss the critical juncture where things could have turned out differently. And share and reflect upon your own experience. So in this case, if I was talking to Lauren, our daughter, I would say, I have dozed off during class. Not one of my finer moments. Why did I doze off? It was... you know, this happened to me a lot. Yeah. What?
So maybe you dozed off because of neighborhood issues.
Neighborhood issues, that's right. Neighborhood issues. Me personally, I know I dozed off a bunch whenever I had a class right after lunch. You know, I would get that food coma. And
that's so absolutely, that's a realistic
it is
scenario
right
there. Well, I had a student. Actually, I take that back. It wasn't my student, but it was my team teacher's student. And he was in 6th grade. Every day would fall asleep. Every day.
Yeah.
Wasn't for, you know, it wasn't because of the teacher. She's just, you know, she's my co-teacher. So we were hilarious. But he shared a room with his brother, who was younger. And the brother stayed up all night playing video games.
Oh, okay.
So her student could not sleep during, you know, the evening time when he was supposed to sleep because of the brother. But the brother also had like behavioral issues. So that was a whole other story, which actually they probably could have used this game.
Yeah. And so, it's, again, this is a tool to develop empathy and develop those skills, emotional awareness skills. So again, we go to the emotions deck and we could say, hey, maybe Rafa felt bored, you know, or
absolutely not, because every teacher that I know puts their heart and soul into these lesson plans.
Yeah, that's right. So, but you know, there's I mean, legit things like, you know, maybe he's sad, you know, he could be sad. Something, you know, maybe he lost a loved one, or you don't know, or, you know, but yeah, there's all kinds of things here within. This one says he's sorry. I don't know about that, or angry. I don't know, but yeah. And then you would move on to feelings and actions. You know, we could ask why did it make him feel this way, and the actions here. So what is an appropriate way to resolve this issue? I would probably say, hey, why don't we, you know, I talk to Rafa. Would you talk to him during class or after class?
I would talk to him after class, or just, I would not embarrass him in front of, his peers. Because that's number one, it's not my nature.
Yeah.
And just because, no kid likes to be called out.
Right. I mean, no adults like to be called out too, a lot of times as well.
But, that kid, the IRL kid, he got teased a lot because he would fall asleep in class.
Oh.
But this child was so smart.
Yeah.
So smart.
So, in the context of the game, you could have your child use this one, find this in the emotions deck here. Maybe Rafa's embarrassed, Let's see. That was achievement on Twitch. Congrats on unboxing more than one game, Panda says. Oh, I missed that. Okay, so let's move on here. So you've that's the City Watch card.
James says maybe Rafa is hibernating.
It could be.
Maybe he's really a bear.
Okay. So that goes there, and I think that was my turn. Yeah. So what we do, because we answered the question we discussed on the City Watch, we flip that over to gray.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. I see this being very useful for students that are or not even students, but just people who are autistic.
Yeah.
Because autistic students or people have a hard time seeing another point of view other than their own.
Right.
So giving them this scenario and saying, hey, this character, this happened to this character. So how do you think it would make this character feel? So they can, kind of take themselves out of their own shoes.
Right. Yeah. And Watch It Played actually has a great question here. Would it be appropriate to go to the parents to see if they are aware that the child is overtired?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
I would. I mean, if that kid was my student, I totally would. I mean, it's a partnership.
Yep.
And, you like to assume that the parents are on the same page with you.
Yeah.
But I do, as a teacher, I like to definitely keep them in the loop, because sometimes they don't check their emails or they don't open the mail if that's how they choose to receive school news. And or sometimes they work night shift and
yeah
they're asleep during the day.
Yeah.
So I mean, I from day one I'm totally open about the students' behavior, and also putting myself in their shoes, and being empathetic.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what this is all about, right?
And professional, just because you want to know how your kid's doing.
Yeah, totally. I was just gonna say, so as part of the rule book here, so this rule book is broken up into a bunch of different sections, right? So you have the objectives, games, the play guide, right? But there's also a section on how to teach empathy, right? And we have, I'll throw it here, being aware of other people's feelings, being considerate. This defines what empathy is. And then even before you start teaching, they have this here, right? Give yourself ample time to think and constructively discuss, take a deep breath, and so forth. Evaluate your child's mindset. So this is a great tool. Again, we said it a few times. And then on top of that, friends, we also have weekly empathy exercises. So this is where, you actually get to implement these strategies, right? And some of these things, such as you have your strengthen face reading skills, discover what your child has in common with other people, and so forth. And we'll talk about that a little more as we go on here. But yeah, this is it's got a lot of great things within this guide here. It's not just a rule book, but it is an actual,
resource.
Yeah, fantastic resource, right? Okay, so that was my turn. Now it is Michelle's turn.
I was all ready to roll the die.
Yeah, let's see who is gonna move, Gooby or the heroes.
Oh, Gooby.
Gooby doo.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that turns red.
That turns red.
Oh, my arms are a little short here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and then my turn. Spin this. It's the heroes. They're gonna move 3.
Which one you want to move?
Let's go 1, 2, 3. That one there, so we can land on the power up.
1, 2, 3.
And we take the power up card. Now for the power up card, we are going to discuss the questions on the power up card with the group. So this is, I don't know. It's a little see-through because of the green screen, so we'll just throw it here. Silly. Who can you be silly with? Okay. Well, I know my answer. I can be silly with my wife. You know, because she gets me. Not all the time. I don't think anyone gets me, but
Oh yeah, I don't get you when you say you don't like candy corn.
oh yeah, candy corn, yeah. Or I don't get well, yeah, no, I get you. What's the things that I like onions, I like bell peppers and mushrooms, and I don't get you because you don't like those foods.
Yeah.
It's funny how it's all food related, of course, candy corn or whatever. Uh, Foglight says, I love when games have spinner. Yeah, this is old school. Arlo says, with his sister. Nice. So again, you can use the emotion deck here. Like, how does that make you feel when you can be silly? Maybe people are jealous, right? Or I don't know if you'd be angry or frustrated. Brave, maybe? Confused? Well, you could
be silly.
Silly with silly, or bored, or lonely if you're not silly. So that's what you do for the power-up. Now, we're going to save the power-up card, friends, because at the end of the game, when we both get back to start, we use one power-up card per red tile, which we're going to turn back over to gray. All right, that was my turn. Back to Michelle. Gooby dooby doo.
Oh, gooby.
Gooby gooby.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, another red.
So what happens if, like, they're all red before we get to the start?
If we get to the start, so when both of our characters get to the start, we look how many we use our power-ups to turn red tiles back to gray. Okay. If there are any red tiles remaining, then we have lost. Gooby has won.
Oh, so we need some power-ups then.
Okay, so I just did that. 1 space. Will that get us anywhere? No. We'll move that first one up.
Okay.
A little closer to a power-up.
Okay.
Okay. Back to Michelle. Gooby.
Oh, Gooby. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're on the same space. What happens?
We're on a same space. So what happens now? It is a face-off. So is it a gray block or is it what is it?
It is blue.
Oh, it's power. Fist. Oh, okay. The power-up Gooby goes directly to the sewer.
Oh, woo!
Yeah, woohoo! So normally, if it was a red, a gray tile, if we met on there, then we would do a thing called the face-off round. And basically, the face-off round is you're going to take one of these cards. One player is going to take one, and without looking, or we'll take one and show it to the other player, and they have to make that face, and you get 3 guesses to guess if they're what doing.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think no, it's random. So I would just choose one. We'll do an example right now, folks. So I'm gonna choose one at random, show it to Michelle and you all at home, and then I get 3 guesses to the face that she makes. So I'm gonna close my eyes. There it is. Can you show the audience, please?
Okay.
Okay. Now can I look at you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Am I supposed to? No.
You're supposed to. You have make that face or a face that will convey that emotion, and I have 3 guesses.
Okay.
You want to look right at the camera?
Okay.
Shy?
No.
Okay. I get 2 more guesses.
Okay. I'll do this.
Scared?
No.
You're like this.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I said shy and scared so far, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, shy and scared, and this is the 3rd one. Hiding? No, that's not I think you're like hiding. Shy, scared, peeking.
You said too many words.
I know. I didn't get it, so I did not. That was a practice face-off round. What was the emotion?
Embarrassed.
Embarrassed. Oh, why didn't I say that? I should have.
Should I have made that face?
No, I think no. Now looking back, that was definitely the perfect one.
That was the best.
I
know.
Yeah. Okay, so that is what would happen if Gooby and our character would land on a gray space together.
Thank you, Foglight.
Foglight. Okay, you got a fan of Foglight. Okay, so now it is. Is it my turn? Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's Gooby again. He's gonna pop out at square 6.
Woo.
Okay, and it's back to you.
Okay. Oh, let me do that again.
Oh.
I'm having issues. Did I break it?
It just there you go. Looks like Booby.
Okay, so I roll.
Yeah. I just move that number of
One.
spaces.
Okay, so nothing happens
Yep,
because it's already red,
it's
right?
already red.
Okay.
Yep. My turn. Looks like the heroes are going to move. Can we get to a power up? I think we can with that second one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Proud. Matt thinks he's bad at math, but he studies very hard and gets good grades. Should he be proud of himself? Explain. Absolutely. You know, you put in the work and, you know, hard work pays off, right? And he should be proud because he studied hard and he accomplished his goal of getting good grades. And again, that's, we would be, you know, talking to this to our student or our child or our young person. We can talk about thoughts, feelings, and actions. Michelle, do you think this person handled the situation as well as he, she could, and why?
Matt thinks he's bad at math, but he studies. What's it say? But he studies very hard and gets good grades. Should he be proud of himself?
Okay.
What did you ask me?
I'll tell you what. I'll change the question. How do you think you might feel if you were in their shoes?
I would feel proud.
Yeah.
I don't know why he doesn't feel proud.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So
should he be proud of himself?
Oh, okay. Yes, he should be proud of himself, but I would question why he feels bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is somebody putting pressure on him to get, you know, maybe A's and he's, you know, getting B's?
Yep. Yeah. James says, yes, to overcome something they find difficult is amazing. Agreed. And Foglight said, this is a really interesting game. It would be neat to play with people of all sorts, even unlikable people. You know, that would be interesting, right? If you... someone that you may find a little off-putting, it would be interesting to see how they would respond to this.
I was thinking when, you know, I taught elementary, this would have been a really good tool for, you know, the bullies.
Yeah, right.
Or, you know, the kids that are just told they're marginalizing like other students for no reason at all. Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, when I got to the school that I'm working at now and I was teaching elementary, I did not know what I was getting myself into. I mean, there were fights and just kids were just mean to each other.
Oh yeah. Oh, first time chatter. Is it Riptide? Oh yeah. You know, my bad. Yeah, I think you only go through this feeling, thoughts, actions when you do a City Watch card. Yeah, you are correct. I totally jumped the gun on that. It's a power up card. We're gonna save this. We just discussed this here. So we have 2 power ups that's gonna help us do 2 reds, turn them back to gray. Okay.
So do we need to turn these to gray as well?
Once we get there, you just spend these. So you spend 1, turn it over, spend another, turn it over. Yes, we do.
Okay, but it counts for the ones without the manholes.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, it is your turn, Michelle. Thanks for clearing that up, by the way, Riptide.
Okay, so heroes.
All right.
1. Oh, look at that.
Power up.
Okay, so we're gonna be getting rid of some of these red tiles.
Yeah. So we can discuss this. This is great.
Okay, jealous. What can you learn from someone who's better at something than you are?
Oh, so that's a great question, right? Oh, that's green screen. Go up there. What can you learn from someone who is better at something than you are? So, me personally, I like playing games with people that are better at games than me because I can learn how to play games.
Right.
You know?
Right.
You know, I think about all our gaming friends, you know, I can learn from all of them. And hey, you know, that's the way you get better at something is to, you know, play or work with people who are better than you because they lead by example. I always feel like I like to emulate them.
Well, I feel like somebody that is better at something than you are can teach you how to be better. You know, instead of feeling like you have to have this competition.
Right.
Then, I mean, seek to learn more, you know?
Yeah.
Because I know, you know, I was just thinking back to the elementary kids. Well, even the high school kids. There is a lot of jealousy. Just, you know, because you have this thing that I don't have. Yeah. And, you know, you're like, well, you don't need that thing. Right. So you need to rethink that and change your mindset.
Right. And this is one thing that this game can do, right? Give you opportunity to have those discussions, right? Just by having this card out there.
So James says,
yeah.
my niece has a hard time at math and calls herself stupid, and I have to explain she's not. And even if she just gets a C and work hard, it's a great achievement. Oh, for sure.
You put the work in. Yes, absolutely. Legend says, I always get excited playing against pro players in Magic the Gathering and seeing the decisions they make. Yeah, again, just professionals. They play games at such a different level, at a high level. And so, same with me. It's so interesting to me see someone play a game really well and learn from them. Okay.
Wait. James says, I steal people's strategies when playing a game if it's better than mine.
Yeah, no one owns the strategy. You're learning from the best. Why not? Okay. I'm going to go here. I'm going to roll this.
Early in our gaming, when we would play Scrabble a lot, this one right here, I don't know, he used those 2-letter words, that are worth like 1,000 points. And he would just there would be no spaces around the tiles, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he just got like 100 points right there.
Learning that two-letter word list it helps you immensely in Scrabble. And before Michelle and I, before we played modern board games, Scrabble was like a go-to for date night. And I do the whole thing where you get multiple little tiny words, but you score a bunch of points because they're all like double letter scores or double word scores. We have landed on a red space. I'm trying to get the player guide here, so I forget. Do we do the player picks a City Watch scenario? And this is the one where we do the thoughts, feelings, and actions. Okay. So here's the scenario. Looks like someone ran into Irvin and made him drop all his library books on the floor. Okay, and this is where we go to this chart here, friends. Thoughts, feelings, and actions. We're talking about Irvin. Someone ran into Irvin and made him drop all his library books on the floor. Thoughts. What do you think happened here? I think someone might have been in a hurry. Okay, and again, maybe a child or a student maybe they think they're getting bullied, getting pushed. That could be one thing.
Well, I think homie over there that ran into Irvin, I think he was running down the hall when he wasn't supposed to be.
That could be it too. So again, that's what you're going to ask your child, and different ways to interpret that. Then feelings. How do you think it made that person feel? So Irvin, I think, it felt bad. He dropped all his library books. You don't want to get knocked into. He probably felt hurt, or maybe. And you go to the deck here. Maybe Irvin felt confused. Like, what the heck is happening? What else? Surprised, right? Irvin didn't know it was going to get right.
You don't expect that.
Yeah.
And honestly, that could be grounds for fighting right there.
Yeah.
That could start a fight because if you don't know what's happening, and somebody just comes at you.
Yep. It could be angry.
Yeah.
Irvin could be angry.
So this could, potentially end up in a fight.
That's right. So then, as we move on from the thoughts and feelings, we go to the actions. Do you think this person handled the situation as well as they could have? What's an appropriate way to resolve this issue? So, and then next time if it happens to you, how will you handle it? So, if this was someone running around when they weren't supposed to, how do you resolve that situation from a teacher's standpoint?
I would take him aside, actually take both of them aside, and I actually would not solve the problem.
Yeah.
I would probably use this.
Yeah, there it is right there. Again, this is a conversation starter, folks. Empower empathy. This is how do you get kids to learn about this is by going through this and having them talk it out.
I mean, and honestly, with the the interactions that I've had with students, when they're you're having a conflict or whatever with somebody else, I always have both parties there and say, well, what happened? And how could this have been resolved?
Right.
But it's been a long time since I've had to do that because I have the independent studies now. But...
Right. So this would have been a great tool.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is a City Watch card. That goes away. We have 3 power-ups. Kestrel's in the house. Hi, Kestrel. Legend says, also in high school, I was the 7th man on my team and learned a lot from the other 6. If I was on the other 6 schools in my district, I would have been the number 1 player, and my life perspective might have been... That's right. Again, you never know what life throws at you. Okay. So I think... Was that me or you that did that?
Me.
Okay. So I will spin the spinner. Let's see who's going to move next. It's the heroes. They're going to move 6 spaces. We're trying to get power-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are going to do a face-off. So the face-off is when we land on a spot with our friend Gooby there. Now, Gooby... Oh, no, actually, we do the red block scenario. So the red block scenario says we pick a City Watch card, and then we do the thoughts, feelings, and actions for the City Watch.
Autobox Online says had a counselor in junior high that had all the emotions on his walls. He'd point to them as he asked questions. I laugh every time emotions are discussed because his face appears in my mind.
Nice. Sam Detmar, have a good night. Thanks for joining us, my friend. All right, so let's do the next City Watch card, the next scenario. Here's a scenario. Mikey wants to give a friend a flower, but he doesn't dare to. Okay. So this is something that, I'm sure. Thoughts, feelings, and actions. What do you think happened here? I think someone has a crush on somebody else.
I agree with you.
Yeah. He doesn't dare to. How does it, Michelle, using the emotion deck, how does it make that person feel? And then how do you think you might feel if you were in his or her shoes?
Yeah, let me see. Not worried. Maybe here. Excited.
Excited,
I
okay.
think you might feel excited.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, not surprised.
Yeah.
Not tired. Not helpful. Not disgusted. There's a lot of these here.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe a little bit embarrassed.
Yeah.
So excited, embarrassed. I'm sure he's got butterflies in his tummy.
Yeah. Nervous. I'm sure nervous is in there.
Yeah.
And then actions. Do you think this person handled the situation as well as they could? What's an appropriate way to resolve this issue next time it happens? Again, these are the questions you'll be asking your child or student. And, again, there are tips here that help you, discuss what your child's natural response might be. Ask your child whether it's socially appropriate or not. And rehearse with your child what they might do the next time a situation happens like this.
And socially appropriate. That's actually something that one of my current parents is concerned with about her son, because he's on the spectrum, but very high functioning, excellent student. But she's very concerned that he doesn't respond appropriately to certain just situations. And honestly, I hadn't seen it because we were doing online stuff, and it was just like one-on-one, and I'm like, oh, but then she would give me for instance, this is what happened, and I went, okay.
Again, another way to use this tool. Let's go ahead and do the next one. Okay, it's the hero's turn. You will roll the die. Let's see what you got.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's gonna turn that one over.
Or
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is gonna turn that
actually,
one
no,
over.
they won't turn over. Gray, you're safe. It's only when Gooby goes there.
Okay, so I just want to actually get over there, right?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, and then my turn. It looks like Gooby moves 1 space, so he's gonna make another red one, unfortunately.
Okay, so we've got 3 of these power-ups.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of red.
So do these count for the manholes too?
I believe so, yeah. It was a change to the basic rules. So normally these would start in the gray, but during playtesting they decided to go with the red. So it's not in the official rules, but it's been a late addition. Okay, my turn. Spin this. It's Gooby again.
Ooh, Gooby.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing happens. Back to you, Michelle. Heroes.
5. So you probably want to move this one, no?
Yeah, anywhere let's see what we can do here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so nothing happens there.
Okay.
If we do that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nothing happens there either.
Okay.
So we're both almost back at the start.
We're almost there, yeah. Okay, so Gooby, he moves 2. Oh, power up, yay! He goes back to the sewer.
Oh, sweet.
All right, and back to Michelle. Thanks for the follow, Ice X Classic. Appreciate it.
Gooby.
So he's going to pop out at this number 2.
I forgot that he was here in
Oh,
the
yeah.
sewer.
Now Gooby's going to move. 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hey, right
All
back. So he goes back home.
Oh.
It's like a big punch. All right, back to Michelle. Can we get another power up?
Okay, so
Roll the die.
oops. 2.
2.
Well, does anything happen if we land on the same space?
If we do,
heroes?
no. And you know what? Did we? I know when we were on the red, didn't we answer? We did like a question, didn't we, on one of the red ones? Because after you do the thoughts, feelings, and actions, if you're on a red, then you just flip it over the gray. That's one way.
Oh, and we didn't do that.
Yeah, we didn't do that on at least 2 of them, I think. But anyways, again,
Okay.
this is just a run through a learning game. So Michelle goes to the red space, and that is use land on the red space, a City Watch scenario card.
City Watch scenario.
We will assess this scenario with thoughts, feelings, and actions.
Okay, so I probably shouldn't have laughed at that.
Okay, scenario. Uh-oh, Billy's pants rip when he bends down to pick up a pencil in the classroom and everyone sees it. So, again, this could be very embarrassing to a child or a student, right? So, we go to the thoughts, feelings, and actions. What are you going to thought? And, nothing wrong with, saying, going to the emotions deck here and saying, hey, you might be sad, right? Or I think there's one here that says silly or
Embarrassed.
embarrassed.
It's gotta be in there. Oh yeah, remember embarrassed?
Embarrassed, yeah, the one I didn't get. But yeah, so you would use that to with your child or student to discuss this. Okay, how does it make that person feel? Again, like Michelle said, embarrassed.
Okay. Do you think this person how could you handle the situation? What is an appropriate way to resolve this issue?
Yeah. So, kids being kids, or youngsters, again, your first inclination is to laugh, of course, right? And maybe even as adults, you would laugh. But, you have to teach, let them know someone may need help.
I would laugh along with them.
Yeah.
If my pants split.
Yeah. But again, when you're young, that can be very embarrassing, right? And
which is why you prepare them with the tools to deal with it ahead of time.
This is one of the things that you can do right here.
There's the embarrassed one.
Oh, where's it?
Right here.
I just missed it. There
The
it is.
blue
Yeah. So yeah, as a child, I would be embarrassed. I would be very embarrassed, right? So again, just a way to talk about it. Okay, I think I can go.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the heroes. Okay, the hero's gonna move 3. So
It doesn't matter which one, huh?
nah.
1, 2, 3.
So we're on a red. So see, we did the City Watch. So this turns gray because we did the City Watch, and now we're gonna do another City Watch there, and we'll turn it gray after we do the scenario.
Okay.
And the scenario says the huge dog down the street always barks at Timmy whenever he walks by. And again, thoughts, feelings, actions. What do you think happened here? I think, Timmy may have walked a little too close to the dog, maybe. Has this happened to you before? Yes. I remember when I walked to school back in the day, there was a dog that would bark at me and or my friends for whatever reason. I think because we're just kids, walking by the neighborhood in the neighborhood.
Oh, that's interesting because I walked to school too, and we lived in the same neighborhood, and I don't remember any dogs barking. They didn't bark at me.
Yeah, they barked at me apparently. And then how does it make that person feel? You go back to the maybe confused. Could be confused. I know there's one that like scared, right? They are worried, right? You don't know what that dog's gonna do. Worried, nervous. If it's a big dog, right?
Yeah, maybe the dog's nervous.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing you can talk with your child, right? Think about, what's the dog thinking about. And then how do you think they can handle the situation and so forth. Michelle, you will go next, please.
Okay, where were you putting this?
The City Watch just goes over here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, heroes.
Okay. Oh, by the way, could you flip over that one to gray, please?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. So 1, I guess we'll just move this one.
Yeah. So it was another City Watch card, so we can discuss that and try to turn it to gray.
Okay, May thinks the instruction for this game is complicated.
Hey, here's something we can all relate to, right? I will answer this. May thinks the instruction for this game is complicated. So not for this game apparently, but I'm going to think of games in general, right? What do you think happened here in my experience, right? Has this happened to me before? Absolutely. All the time. More times than you think. Do you think I could have handled it differently? Yeah, and that's why I don't know if Watch It Play this year, but we watch Rodney's videos to help us out. How does it make that person feel? Why did it make them feel this way? Might feel in their shoes. Again, I feel it all the time. And handle the situation as well as they could. You know what? I read the rule books. I watch the videos. I listen to podcasts. Next time if it happens to you, I will handle it that way. I will ask for help because that's what it's all about, right? You want to ask for help and you don't want to be alone.
So, well, this question here, why did it make her feel this way? Oh, maybe she doesn't know how to read and this game is not appropriate for her.
Oh, that is true. It's above her reading level or skills, apparently. Could be confused, right? Or, and that could make you feel lonely. You know?
Maybe. Yeah.
So you stick with it. You continue to do your lessons, folks, and you'll one day be proud by learning the game. Okay, so Michelle, we have done the City Watch card. We flip over that red tile to gray. And then I will spin the spinner and roll the die. It is the hero's turn. Where is the die? Oh, there's right there. 5. So let's see if we can. Let's go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're not at the start yet. Let's move them to the fist.
Which one, the green one or the pink one?
The power up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one here.
3, 4, 5. Okay.
So we get a power up card. And now we don't do thoughts, feelings, actions. We're going to discuss excited. What makes you excited?
Oh, look. All these games.
All this. We love games. You all love games. That's what makes it excited. I can honestly say that, So, yeah. And so we don't do the thoughts, feelings, action. This is something you will discuss with your student or child. And again, you may use this here. What makes you excited? Or actually, no, you don't use this. What makes you excited? Talk to them. And that is a power-up card that goes there. And then, Michelle, it is your turn.
Okay. Oh, Gooby.
Gooby.
Gooby goes to 6.
Okay. And my turn. Gooby again. 5 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the red. So nothing happens. And back to Michelle. Gooby's taking a nap, folks. And looks like Gooby again.
Okay. Gooby's getting a lot of movement here.
Uh-oh. So
Okay.
the gray, so it's going to flip that over to red, unfortunately. And my turn. Oh, Gooby again. 5.
Woke up from its nap.
He did.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
Red.
that turns?
Yep.
Oh, we need to move our heroes, get some power-up cards here.
Yeah.
For City Watch. Wait, which one moves?
Power-ups are the ones that flip them over.
Flip them over,
Yep.
okay. My turn?
Yep. And it is the hero's turn.
Okay. 1. Well, neither one is going to do anything.
Yep. So we will end the game here. We've both reached start, folks. So now, at the end of the game, we count up the number of power-up cards we have, and it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will be able to flip over 4 red tiles, Michelle.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, and unfortunately, folks, Gooby has won this battle by having 1, 2, 3 more red tiles flipped over. So unfortunately, Gooby wins this time. But we will get you back next time, Gooby. Our superheroes, we will collaborate next time and beat you, win it your game and get Anthropolis back to into good hands. So classic Goobs, that's right. That's what Goobs does. Let's take a quick look at the rest of the book, folks. So that's the game. Again, it is a wonderful tool for your child or student. Understanding emotions. And here, I'll have Michelle do this here. So it's just a little more centered there. And yes, and Foglight says their emotion is disappointed, right? So yeah, you will look here, or sad, everyone's sad. Sad, sad, sad.
Do you want me to read this?
I mean, you don't have to read it word for word. Just we'll just flip through the pages and little, share with everyone what's on here.
This defines what empathy is, and it says that the following pages introduce the 28 carefully selected emotions used in the toolkit and board game.
Okay, so yeah, 28. Again, we have them here.
Oh, look at that!
Right, see that?
Okay.
So each one is defined. Is that correct?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to set this down like this.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Oh, so there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the next chapter says teaching empathy, preparing yourself as an empathetic coach.
Yeah, and again, we talked about how they define empathy right there.
Okay. And then what you should do before you start teaching.
Yep.
Okay, I think this would be really good for like special ed teachers.
Right.
Remember when we went to Game School Con and we made new friends, and now I don't remember friend's name. Panda. What was our friend's name that lives in San Gabriel? He's a special ed teacher.
Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about. I forget the name. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
I
yeah,
think
this would be
something that would be extremely useful for him.
Okay,
so full body active listening. So yeah, you want to listen to the student, the child.
Right.
Coping strategies with negative feelings. Oh, that's good. It says identify and eliminate your child's triggers. Talk together with your child about possible solutions. Instill a hopeful, constructive mindset.
Nice.
Oh, that's great.
Okay. And again, you're going to reflect with your student, right? Take some time to reflect, like we've been doing here. We're talking, and this section I think is really interesting too.
So you don't even have to think about things to do. It gives you things to do with your kid or your class. Okay, strengthen face reading skills. Oh yeah.
Nice.
I used to get a lot of, well, she looked at me. So this was, grounds for a fight.
Yeah.
Well, I could tell the way she looked at me.
Yeah.
I was like, she looked at you.
Yeah.
Did she say anything to you?
Yeah. So again, just by using this, you can be mindful of your emotions with your senses, and teach your child to reconsider negative assumptions. You were just talking about that. Yep. Foglight says, what a charming game. I love this concept. Yeah, it's wonderful, right? I just dropped the link, folks. It is on Kickstarter right now. Please check that out. Click on the link there. And as we finish up here, model kind words and deeds.
I think that's key right there.
Yeah. Can you talk about that a little bit? What do they mean by modeling?
Okay, so, if a kid's pants split as he's bending down to, get the pencil, don't laugh at him.
Yeah.
So, you want to just show what an appropriate reaction would be.
Correct.
Let's see what this says. So the benefits of kindness are experienced by anyone who receives the kindness, offers the kindness, or witnesses the kind act. Have a positive growth mindset. Pay it forward by responding to someone's kindness by being kind to someone else. Be grateful for any kindness received. Practice random acts of kindness.
Yes.
Acknowledge and celebrate when you notice your child being kind and helpful. Explain kindness as a superpower that helps others and changes the world for the better.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna switch back here. We were yesterday when we streamed and we talked about this all week long, just how grateful we are and how thankful we are for all of you who, after Bruno passed, reached out to us with your words of support. And, that's what it was. I thought this was appropriate timing for us to play this game, because you all have showed your ability at your empathetic abilities and your kind words and your kind gestures. So thank you. Our emotions are here.
All the emotions.
All the emotions. And that is Empower Empathy from Tiny Sprouts. Want to thank them again for sponsoring this episode. Thanks to their team, and best of luck for the rest of the campaign. It just kicked off today. I dropped the link in right there. Please check it out. Thank you, Amanda, for the hearts, the hugs.
Hearts, lots of hearts.
Lots of hearts. And we want to thank you. Yeah, little hearts, big hearts. And let's rate someone, folks. Have a great night. Stick around for the raid. Let's see who we can raid right now. Press the raid. Let's show some love to. Yesterday we raided Bonds, who is up right now. Have a great night, Foglight. Let me find out. So stick around for the raid, folks. We'll find someone to raid here. AMFG, playtest, and Deb. Hey, playtest. Okay, let's do the playtest. They're chatting, but they are, I think, the Pacific Northwest playtest group. Brown Beer Gaming. They're not popping up for some reason. I don't know why they're not popping up. Okay. But hey, stick around for the raid, folks. We're gonna find someone to raid right now. And then why isn't this? Oh, there they are. Okay, found Brown Beard. We're gonna raid Brown Beard. Show them some love. Thank you again, folks. As far as the rest of the streaming schedule this week, I may do something tomorrow and/or Thursday. We will see. Any final thoughts from you before we get out of here, as far as the game concerned, or anything else?
Yeah, I just think it's a great tool. It's a very helpful tool for both children and adults.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, adults could use this too, and I think it would be great, as a parent or a teacher to, use this for your child.
Yeah, I mean, I think it gives the words and it kind of prepares them for situations that could happen.
Yep.
You know, so rather than responding inappropriately, you have a game plan.
Exactly. Okay, we're gonna start the raid. Thank you for that, babe, and thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Until next time, take care, be kind to each other, and stay safe. Bye, everybody.
Bye.